Hey guys, this is Lennon. We're back on a video, and on March 2026, I have watched 14 new releases. And I think this is like a okay to fine month for movies. Less rough than February. And also, only one movie from March 2026 sucked. And we're gonna go over all 14 of them. So let's start. Starting off at number 14, the only movie that sucked for March 2026 is also the new worst video game adaptation from 2026. And it's The Mortuary Assistant. A boring movie that is exactly what you would hear from an adaptation. And it is worse than Strangers Chapter 3 and Return to Silent Hill. It struggles to translate interactive terror into cinematic storytelling. Instead of immersive dread, we got repetitive back and bath scenes that blur together. Conversations feel deceptive and more confusing than clever. This film suffers noticeable issues. And if you are unfamiliar with the game, the story becomes more disorienting. Instead of fear, it's fatigue. Definitely a waste of your time if you watch that. If you have not watched this, don't watch it at all. I definitely do not suggest you watch it. So, at last place, The Mortuary Assistant. Going up at number 13, we got The Bride. As this is a weird movie, it does feel pretentious. The performances from both leads are amazing. It's great to see the actor Christian Bale, who is also on GOAT, who plays the role well. And the musical score in this movie is fantastic. Some parts, like the opening title card, are epic. And the inclusion of Mary Shelley as a character feels strange and unnecessary. I also don't understand large portions of the dialogue due to some combination of strong accents and sound mixings. So if you're a big fan of Bride of Frankenstein, then I guess you can check it out, but you can also sit out on this one. So number 13, we got The Bride. Coming to number 12, we got Slanted. As I did like that Shirley Chen and McKenna Grace do well as a dual lead pre- and post-operation, enduring Chinese parents who try to install pride in their child. The whiteisms are hilarious, the store names, the prom court, hallway, etc. are visually fun. But what I did not like is how the edge of the film is lacking, as it feels like they were afraid of backlash. The horror labels inappropriate and misleading, and there's too much surface level stuff. Not enough explanation for the clinic process or how the society functions. So yeah, I have watched 3 other body horror movies that are better than this one. It's The Thing, The Fly, and The Substance. So if you're into body horror, You should watch those. 3. Masterpiece. I did watch some other body horror movies, but yeah, those are the 3 others I'm thinking of that are so good. But besides that, coming in at number 12, we got Slanted. Coming in at number 11, we got Forbidden Fruits. It is a relative soundtrack. That had impressed acting for me, and intriguing concept for some intelligent aspects and characters that moved the cinematography to enhance the mood. The ending had a bit more than I expected the wardrobe department, but the plot is mostly predictable. The character development needs work. A lot of stupidity, the witch component is a stretch. There could have been more pacing. Very dark and boring hypersexual crosses. And the lines at parts, the pacing at the end is too fast. Very nicky. This is a film that feels like a mashup of so many shows in one movie. If I have to summarize, it's a CW show with a bigger budget. On the plus side, the movie is original, taking concepts from the play and helping twist them into a cinematic experience of dark material with strategical shine that sometimes make things better. Gorgeous storytelling on many levels, and then superficial intelligence. And it just finds itself pretty nicky. So at number 11, we got Forbidden Fruits. At number 10, we got War Machine, which is right now on Netflix. So a movie which is definitely going to put you uplisted in gym. So Alex Richardson would love to see him as Batman, as the movie is brilliantly well directed. The pain, tragedy, and past can make him a hero, and this movie showed it in an astounding way. The armor training, never leave your partner back. Visual everything is brilliant, especially the chase direction. As I got disappointed in the storyline, which is a question, hope it get a sequel to answer that. But overall, Netflix did a fine job. So yeah, it is currently on Netflix, so if you want to watch it, go ahead. But at number 10, we got War Machine. Coming in at number 9, we got Pretty Lethal. The vibes are clean, visuals are clean, with visuals, solid acting, and that don't underestimate her energy, but it never fully commits. And I did wait for it to go completely unhinged, and instead it stayed respectfully chaotic. Like it brought a knife, but asked for consent first. The stunts and kills are actually solid, clean, creative, and satisfying when they hit, but there aren't just enough of them. Not enough gore in the movie. Like it's not gross enough that I can put it higher. So at number 9, we got Pretty Lethal. Pretty Lethal Ballerinas. Coming in number 8, we got Dolly. And this isn't really a killer doll movie. It's more like someone gets dragged away in the woods and then not killed but kept as a child. And that's exactly where it gets unpleasant. So this doll works through presence, size, mask, movement. You immediately get who owns the space here. Those baby noise aren't quirky. They're wrong, and when mommy knows best, drops, it doesn't sound like a line. It sounds like an order. The forest full of dolls isn't a set piece. It's territory. Backwoods vibe. Abnormal house, Texas Chainsaw is noticeable. As reference, fine. It has its own film. It stays thin because it relies almost immediately on that one effect, dolly plus capacity plus duration. The practical effects land. The gore is direct and decent. And yes, some characters die. So, yeah. Which is the best thing about the film. And the rest is just off the road to get there. So you're like into like creepy dolls, but you're like not into anything that's just too gross. You can like either like sit this out, or if you're into any creepy dolls, then maybe you can watch it. And yes, Chucky's still a better doll. So, at number 8 we got Dolly. At number 7 we got Undertone. A movie that like has secret codings in reverse. And it's also a podcast, as it's looking for horrifying sound experience. Boom, there you go. The acting and story are meh, but the horror and sound make up for it plenty. And the movie has secret codes in reverse. If you are someone that want the sound of the movie to scare you, then you can't watch this in theaters. So yeah. I don't know if it's like currently on theaters, but if you're like someone blind and want to become a horror fan, then I guess you can go check that out. So at number 7 we got Undertone. And number 6 we have Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. As I didn't see the show on Netflix, the movie had me in tears of joy when it started still, as it format suited the plot points, but did not suit the motivation behind it. The key wasn't the plot, but the characters. They were each fully formed and flawless, so you understood the why the characters acted in a certain way. But this movie seemed like a series season, considered into a 2-hour format. And I think it would have been better as a full season to explore the dynamics. So at number 6, we got Peaky Blinders, The Immortal Man. At number 5, we got Mike and Nick and Alice. And it is on Hulu if you want to watch it. It's even on Disney if you have the Hulu subscription. So we got a time loop plot with gangsters and romance. As far as the time machine usage, this is okay. It does not feel like an excuse for things to happen, and I wonder if it is really necessary. Thankfully, the premise is as fresh as it could be, and it effectively uses in a way that is central to the story and to keep things moving. The film is almost 2 hours but has a good pacing, decent dialogue, great action, and a very annoying stylistic choice of using 5 frames per second scene. Vince Vaughn, however you say his last name, is given a pivotal role that isn't sold on the emotional side. With him, there's always a levity that makes things feel like a joke. Thankfully, there's not a single serious bone in the script structure, which makes it a fun watch and work just fine. As I did like to see Issa and James saying their charming selves, interacting in a delightful manner that filled me with joy, and their characters are great together, as the rest of the secondary cast is energetic and memorable. So at number 5, we got Mike and Nick and Alice. Coming in number 4, with a higher budget than the first one, is Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. Not only do we got Grace, but we also have her sister, Faith. To outrun the families, the kills are more creative in the movie. Grace is now braver than how she was in the first film. The family that is coming after Grace has a new rule in the book, or else LaBelle will be mad. The kills in the first movie were good, but the kills are absolutely gross in this one. If you enjoy the first movie and want to do another game of hide and seek, then yeah, you can watch. This is a movie that I highly suggest you watching. Coming in number 3, we got They Will Kill You, in an exactly kind of chaotic, blood-soaked ride and hope and then some grindhouse splatter that fully commits to its insanity. Zazie Beetz absolutely owns this movie. Her performance is fierce and brutally physical as she tears through waves of enemies in a relentless mission to save her sister. It's that classic one-person army energy, and it hits hard right out the gate. The film does hold back on the gore. Either this is full-on splatterfest territory. We're talking over the top kills, gallons of blood, and moments that feel like a love letter to cult classics like Reanimator. It's outrageous, messy, and it knows exactly what it is. I have a soft spot for gory movies, and this one slide right into the same lane of high energy, ultra violent fun. So coming in number 3, we got They Will Kill You. Coming in number 2, we got Hoppers. And to be exact, Pixar has a great run on comeback to anime to great movies. Just a great comeback on anime movies since like his last movie before this, Elio, which I've heard is fine, but yeah. And to take place, we got a girl who's like 19, and then she finds this secret underground area called Hoppers, getting her to hop into this hamster, as they now have a king. And it got me more interested to Toy Story 5. And what is in this movie? It's the lizard. 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 And yes, this is also a funny one. So if you want to watch a movie that's cute and funny, this is the one for you. Welcome back, Pixar. Coming in number 1, we got Project Hail Mary. This is really funny and deeply heartfelt sci-fi adventure with impressive ability to ground high-stakes journey across stars and more down to our friendship, which ensures the film incredibly investing until the very end statement. Best movie for March 2026. My second favorite movie for this year. And if you watch this in theaters, then I can tell you have a good time on this. So there we have it. We got all movies I have watched in March 2026. And yeah, like half of them were like, I did think that about like half of them were good, and then the other half like fine, except for this one, which we don't talk about. Besides that, all of them are watchable. So hope you all enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.